Okay, I'm going to show you guys how I do my semi-permanent pink hair. So all I'm doing right now is brushing out my hair, which I had put product in and washed earlier that day. I'm using a empty Febreze bottle that I filled with water because it has a good spray nozzle to get my hair pretty wet. You want it not damp, but not sopping wet, so kind of that fine in between. I'm coating all my hair, all the sections, making sure that it's nice and wet. What you see, this color here is, I want to say 5 washes after doing this initial bright pink, which I'll show you guys in just a minute. So I'm continuing to spray my hair. I'm going to brush it out, make sure that each bit of my hair is nice and wet, wringing out that extra water because, again, you don't want your hair sopping wet by any means. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to comb my hair up by my ears and section it that way into 2 initial sections, but then I'm going to end up sectioning it 4 times. So I will split the lower half into 2 and the upper half into 2. So I was grabbing a ponytail holder really quickly. This is the Moroccan Oil Color Depositing Mask in the shade Hibiscus, and this is what I use to get the pink shade. So I'm going to take the mask, put it into a bowl, just a little bit of a squirt layer. And then I'm going to go get some conditioner. Sorry, I'm absent from this frame, but just some cheap average conditioner I stole from my mom. And I'm going to mix those 2 together. The reason I use conditioner is because it will kind of soften the shade a little bit, which once you see what the final product looks like, you'll be like, that's softening the shade. But yes, and it'll also make the mask go a bit longer. I'm just taking my fingers and combing it through my hair. This is not the texture of a hair dye by any means. It feels just like a deep conditioner. That's essentially what it is. It just has color depositing particles inside of it. So I'm just rubbing that from root to end. I'm putting a little bit heavier on my ends because they are the most porous part of my hair, which means that they'll take to the color a bit better. And I want that really vibrant. I'm putting a little towel on my head, taking out that second section, making it in these 4 little sections because my hair is quite thin. Just makes it a lot easier for me to make sure that every bit of hair gets coated. I'm really focusing on the roots as well. The last time I did this kind of haphazard, and so I wanted to make sure that my roots, my hairline, everything like that was really coated, because when I do wear my hair in a ponytail or in a bun, which is quite frequently, I didn't want to have any of those blonde spots like I did last time. When I did this originally, I used a sample mask, the sample size, which I believe you can buy on Sephora's website for $7. And I mixed the hibiscus and the rose gold because I was essentially going to just use the hibiscus, but I didn't have enough. So I recommend if you do go for the sample size, you need to buy 2 of those for sure. What I'm using now is the full size bottle in the same shade, Hibiscus, but that is $28, I believe. So I think it's a great idea to go ahead and go get those miniature masks beforehand, so that you can see if you really like the color. I obviously did, so I went ahead and bought the full size, which I think will give me about 3 extra uses for this, which is great. So I'm just massaging that into my roots. I'm focusing really good on the tip of my hairline, because I did have a little bit of a blonde spot the last time, which I needed extra color for after I'd already finished my hair. Really scooping it up and getting the roots as well. My hair is blonde highlights throughout, has blonde highlights throughout. So the parts that are my natural dark brown color are less porous, therefore they take to the color a lot less. So when this is all done, you can see that I have like built-in definition in my hair, I guess you could say, because of the natural highlights that I have, which range in shades from being like super platinum blonde to kind of a warm dirty blonde, and then my dark brown. So the shades that you will see are going to be a whole big mismatch wash of different colors, which I think is really awesome because it gives the pink a little bit of dimension to work with. So again, just scooping my hair up, taking it, making sure it's all colored. Now I'm just taking the whole little head of my hair, and I'm making sure it's nice and coated. Again, this is like a deep conditioner is what it feels like. And it's what oh my goodness, it's what your hair feels like after you're done using it. So it's definitely a different texture than a dye, which I feel like makes it a little bit more workable. So I just like to run my fingers through it like a traditional hair mask, because I feel like it actually disperses the color quite easily and quickly. You can see I do have a little bit on my, around my hairline, on my forehead and stuff like that. It will stain, just letting you know. I'm going to wash my hands. Your hands will be pink as well. I'm going to wash my hands and take a wet towel, kind of get as most of it off as I possibly can, get the most of it off. And then here I had a little bit towards my hairline that was a little bit light in color, so I took some more mask. You can see I dripped it on myself because I'm a bit of an idiot, and I just went through and combed that into my hair. I got it all over my shirt too, but I actually got this on my shirt the first time I did it, and it washed out. So I'm obviously not wearing a shirt I love, but just that's good to know that it does wash out. It does come out. Making sure that's all off my face, which is quite hard, but... And then here you're about to see my pink hands. I'm going to leave it on for 5 to 7 minutes. I left it on for probably 7. Here's the mask. This is the Moroccan Oil Color Depositing Mask in Hibiscus. I'm just touching up those sides once again, making sure everything is nice and coated beforehand. And it has a lot of workability to it, which is really quite nice. Fun fact, I did find a hair color or demi-permanent hair color remover at Sephora. This is $10, and it's supposed to fade out that color naturally. If that's something you want to try, you get 2 little sachets for $10. Worth it, maybe. And that's it. Bye. And here is the final result. This is without any washes at all. You can see it's a very nice, vibrant hot pink. That was in the sun. This is just under my actual lights in my room, super vibrant. And then this is after about 6 washes, so it fades really nicely and it looks gorgeous. Thank you guys for watching. Leave me a comment if you guys tried this down below. Bye!